Why do I always feel like I'm zoomed in? I know I'm not. Maybe it's just like, is it blurry? I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna get right into it today. We're getting right into it. So hello everyone, and welcome back to the Danny Rearranged YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that you like today's video. Today's video, we are primarily focusing on decluttering, specifically clothes. It's been a hot minute since I've gone through clothing. It's been almost a year since the last time I did a good clothes declutter. You know, I feel like with clothing, my kids, and especially Ian, have a more difficult time letting go of clothes than I do. Clothing is not something that I have like my same outfits that I wear over and over and over again, which by the way, we're changing. We're changing that. In fact, I'm wearing, this is currently my new favorite outfit as of recently. This is from Macy's. The jeans are from Amazon. I only wear these jeans. I really only have one pair of jeans. I technically have two. We're gonna get rid of the other one, but I don't ever wear them, and we're gonna get rid of them. But this is it. I will be ordering more jeans because, and we're gonna get into this in today's video. It's not that I'm going to ditch the yoga pants. It's that I'm not going to be wearing the yoga pants as much anymore. And there's a reason for this. I'm gonna start kind of dressing up a little bit more. This is as dressed up as, and I think this is pretty casual. I think a pair of jeans, a t-shirt, a long sleeve shirt, even a sweater or sweatshirt, I mean, to me, that's pretty casual. I'm never gonna dress up in a gown or a dress, or, I mean, I shouldn't say never, don't ever say never, because you never know. But I'm pretty laid back, I'm pretty casual. But I've noticed something very important when I do my hair, do my makeup. I have discovered some things that are quite interesting. So anyway, I wanted to wear my favorite outfit for today's clothes declutter, but for the most part, clothing is not really a hard item for me. I would wear the same things over and over again, but I don't want to get too much into it because I'm going to get into it in today's video. But I feel like for sure with Ian, clothes are much more difficult for him to let go of. And he's always had a lot more than me. I shouldn't say that because there was at one point in time you had way more than he does. Now that you've been more minimal, he has more. Because decluttering is more difficult for him than it is for me. Which would make sense why he has more clothes than I do. Yes, we'll get into it. But the kids also have a more difficult time letting go of clothes than I do. So they have more. What I would like to do in today's video is actually get into today's video. So I cut myself off so we could get into it. Stuff like that. This is all of our clothes minus some things that are downstairs, minus blankets, towels, winter gear, shoes, stuff like that. I have accumulated some new articles of clothing. I have to admit that this is not the least amount of clothes that I've owned. I actually have more clothes this time around than I did the last clothes declutter, just me personally, my clothes. And that is because over a period of time, like within the last 8 to 9 months, I have been periodically buying new articles of clothing because I'm going to be getting rid of quite a bit of my clothes because I have new clothes, because I'm switching out my wardrobe. It's time for me to switch out my wardrobe. It's time for me to get some new stuff. I've been wearing the same things over and over and over again for quite a long time. And I'm going to talk more about that, like I had said later. I'm going to get going here. And I'm going to start over here. I do not recommend this, what I'm doing here. I do not recommend taking everything out at once. And I know I say this all the time, but if it is something that is going to, you know, it's going to stress you out even more. It's going to cause you anxiety to look at all this stuff. If it's something that's just going to be, if this is going to be too overwhelming for you to do, please don't take everything out all at once. Start in one room, start with one drawer, start with one closet, start small, and just kind of work your way through each room, each dresser, each closet, little by little, instead of pulling everything out at once. The reason I do this is because more than anything, it's easier and quicker for me, mostly because of filming reasons, like for filming purposes. Instead of me bouncing from room to room, from dresser to dresser, from closet to closet, and filming all of that, you know, moving the camera around every which way, it's easier for me to just take it all out, lay it all out, and film it all at once. It's just easier that way. And it makes things go quicker. So mostly because I talk too much too. So I'm gonna start over here and we're gonna work our way through. I have so many notes in front of me that I don't even know where to begin. This is going to be a lengthy conversation in today's video. You are not going to want to miss this because we're going to be getting into a lot. But the first thing I want to mention, because I'm going to have to cut myself off here in just a second, is how I'm going about going through this clothes declutter. So I did mention that I pulled everything out. I laid it all out in the living room here just because it makes it easier, mostly for filming purposes. But I am going through the kid, you know, not just my stuff, but the kids' stuff and Ian's stuff. Now, with my stuff, I know what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. But the kids were at school, Ian was at work. They're going to make the final decisions on everything. I don't get rid of their stuff. They make the final decisions on all of their things. But I do know, you know, what doesn't fit them anymore, what they don't really wear anymore, you know, what their favorite stuff is. I kind of know that. So anything that I don't think that they want, or that I think they don't like, I'm just placing to the side for the time being, and then they'll go through it and make the final decision. We're going to come back to this though. And I absolutely love this shirt. I love it. I love it so much. It's a flannel button-up shirt. It's very heavy. I just really love the style of it. The problem is that it's not oversized. The reason why I got it is because in the picture, the woman was wearing it. It was oversized. It was much bigger. And I love that style, like having an oversized button-up flannel. I got too small of a size where it's not oversized, it's normal size. But I've kept it simply because I like the style, and I keep trying to force myself to wear it, to force myself to like it. But in my head, I wanted it to be oversized. So I keep trying to force it. So when it comes to clothing, you know, there's things that I have kept because I like the style of it, but maybe I don't like the size of it, or I one day hope to fit into it. It's better if I'm over here. You know, there's outfits that I'm keeping because currently right now I'm trying to get back down to the weight that I was a year ago, because I've gained a little bit of weight in the last year. And there's clothes that I absolutely love that I can't fit into right now, but I'm actively trying to get back down to the weight that I was a year ago so I can fit back into these articles of clothing. In that case, I don't see a big deal in holding on to them. What I get worried about is that sometimes I hold on to stuff, I hold on to articles of clothing that I've held on to for like 5+ years, hoping that I'll get back to a weight that I was 10 years ago, and it's never gonna happen. Like, it's never gonna happen. I love this so much. Why don't I ever wear it? So like I was saying earlier, Ian's clothes and the kids' clothes, I'm just placing to the side, except clothes that I know don't fit the kids anymore. So anything that I know for a fact is too small for them, that stuff's just going right into the donation box. But I did create separate piles for the kids to go through some of the clothes that I just wasn't sure of. So there were clothes that I don't see them wearing often or frequently, that I just didn't think they like anymore, that I did put to the side, and then they went through all of that off camera. So they're making the final decisions on everything. I'm just kind of, you know, because I don't show the kids
on my channel, and because Ian is, you know, he works a lot, he's been out of town traveling a lot. It's just a lot of this stuff is being done off camera. So, I've had to create separate piles for them to go through all of their stuff. So, because again, they make the final decisions on everything. I don't just get rid of their stuff. So, yeah, they went through their stuff. They got rid of quite a lot of clothes. Ian was able to get back before he was back from out of town before I was done filming, before I wrapped up today's video. So he was able to go through everything. Wait until you see everything that we got rid of. Like, it was I every time I do big declutters like this, it just shocks me, it amazes me how much more stuff I still have and how much more decluttering there still is. It's oh man, it's a lot. I am going to get back to I'll be discussing further on how I'm decluttering all of the clothes, some of the other piles that I created. There's a lot more I got to go through, but one thing that I want to make sure I'm giving myself enough time to talk about in today's video is a breakthrough moment that I had recently. And in order for me to get to that breakthrough moment, I kind of have to talk about I kind of have to give a little bit of a backstory on this. So it starts with me changing out my wardrobe. So I'm going to be completely switching out my entire wardrobe, and it's taken me a while to do that. For the last probably at least 9 to 10 months, I have been trying to transform my wardrobe into something that's a little bit not so casual like I have been. And honestly, I've been wearing the same things, the same clothing for a long time, at least the last year or two. It's time for me to switch out my wardrobe. But one of the reasons why it's been taking me so long to do that is because I will sometimes sit on, like, for example, a pair of pants or a shirt for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes a month. Like, for example, if I'm shopping for a shirt online, like on Amazon, I'll keep that shirt in my cart for sometimes a month.
I got these overalls off of Macy's for Zoe for Christmas, and I absolutely love these. I love these so much, and I thought Zoe was gonna love these. She hates them. She hates them, and they're so cute. They're brand new. These are brand spanking new. They are brand new. They are so cute. Okay, that's better. I feel like the lighting is better over here. So, even though the kids for the most part pick out all of their own clothes, whether we're shopping at the store or we're doing online shopping, they're the ones picking out their own clothes. But there's times where, like, for birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that, where we want to surprise them, and Ian and I will pick out clothes for them. Usually with Lucas, it's a success. It's usually a hit. With her, she's a little more pickier. I thought maybe she might like it. She hates it. She won't wear them. I've been holding on to these since Christmas. So I could sit here and hold on to them forever, hoping she'll change her mind, and I know she won't. But I kept this, which was my dance dress when I was how old? I think I was 8. Yeah. I was like 8 or 9. No, I was 7 or 8. 7 or 8 when I wore this. It was for a dance recital. I was Miss December, or whatever, December. And I thought this was just the cutest green dress. And I held on to this because I thought that she would wear it one day for Christmas. Like, because we have like big Christmas parties on my husband's side of the family, because his side of the family is massive. So they do these Christmas parties, and a lot of times we dress up, and especially the little ones dress up, and especially the girls dress up, and they wear dresses. And I thought it would be super cute if she could wear this I thought it would be super cute if she could wear this to Christmas. And this is probably the only year that she'd be able to fit into this. I don't think she'll be able to fit into it next year. And I was, maybe, I don't know. But I was so excited. And she wouldn't do it. Do you want to know what she wanted to wear to Christmas this year? Let me show you. Can I find it? Do I even know where it is? I think it's under here. Is it under here? I don't know. I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, I'll find it. I will find it and I will show you. And you will think it's funny. Because it is.
So this is future Danielle. This this part right here was actually filmed after I was done decluttering all of the clothes, but I thought I would just add this part in right now just to show you what I was talking about. Yeah, this is what she wanted to wear to the Christmas party.
But I have a hard time letting this go, and I just, you know, oh man, I have all of my old dance recital outfits, like all of them, that she wants, and I kept them thinking that maybe she'd want to, you know, play dress up in them or something. She doesn't want anything to do with them. And I don't know what to do with them. And there's so many of them, and a lot of them are stored in her closet. And then I have this one, and it's like, what am I gonna do with this stuff? But this is like the sentimental stuff. Let's see here. Okay, now, we talked about this. I talked about this in a previous video. This is a turtleneck t-shirt. This black turtleneck t-shirt has been my favorite shirt for years. And I love it so much. I wear it all the time. The problem is now it's getting a little too tight on me. And I don't like how it looks on me. I don't want to get rid of it because I love it so much. So I am gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer because I swear I'm going to lose weight. I am like absolutely determined. This we're keeping. Keep this. I do not like how this looks on me. I'm gonna get rid of that. This is a maybe. This is a no. I really don't like how that looks on me. This is a maybe. That's a yes. This is Ian's, which I've not seen him wear that.
I think that's one of the big reasons why I like shopping online more than in person is because I'm able to store things in my cart. So, for example, if I'm shopping on Amazon, I will keep that item no matter what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be clothing, it can be anything. I can keep it in my cart and come back to it, you know, a couple days later, a week later, sometimes even a month later. I'm I'm very intentional on what I bring into the home, and I like being able to come back to my cart to see if I actually still really like it and want it. But the big breakthrough moment for me was the last time I purchased something new, and I realized that the less that I have, and I think this is why I want such a simplistic wardrobe, is that the less that I have, the less decisions I have to make. And that applies to, you know, I'll use my wardrobe as an example. I want a very minimal, simplistic wardrobe because I don't want to have to make a lot of decisions in the morning choosing what I want to wear. I like having a limited wardrobe because it's easier to choose what I want to wear. But it's also easier. I make better decisions. It's easier to make decisions when decluttering. The less that I have, the less decisions I have to make because when we have a lot of clutter, we're having to make more and more decisions. And sometimes it makes it harder and harder to focus on what we actually want to keep and what we want to let go of because there's so much. We have so many decisions to make. So that's a big reason why I like having a very simple, minimal wardrobe.
Hi. Do you remember how I said yesterday that I was gonna start dressing up? Yeah, and then here I am today in sweatpants and I'm in sweatpants and a sweatshirt that I wore yesterday. Yeah, and yep, yeah. So my tooth hurts. I'm not feeling the greatest. My tooth hurts. I have a root canal that I get to do tomorrow morning. which I'm not super thrilled about. I actually, I will have immense anxiety about this until after tomorrow, after it's done. I wanted to get in this morning. I tried really hard to get in this morning. I'm like, if anyone cancels, get me in. I want to get this done. I want to get it over with. Let's just do it. And then once I get into this mode of like, let's get this done, let's do this, I have to stay in it, or else I will be like, I can't do this. And then I let it go longer than it should, because I think somehow it's gonna get better. No, it's not gonna get better. Trust me, I've had this conversation with myself in the mirror. I've literally had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. So you have to do it. You have to do it. Yeah, there's a lot of prepping involved when I have to work on my teeth. It's fine. Oh man, I tell you, it's just, anywho. My teeth, you know, it's crazy because it was after I had kids. It was after I had Zoe, my youngest. My teeth just went to crap. I don't know why. I don't know if she just depleted everything from me. I don't know. But it was after I had Zoe, my teeth just went downhill. It was just crazy. I don't know. So anyway, I'll be fine. It's fine. It's my last one. I'm not feeling the greatest. So go chill. Stop talking and just I need to keep my mind occupied. So I'm going to get this done.
I'm going to go into the next day here in a little bit, and you're going to see the aftermath of my root canal. And then I'm going to talk more about the root canal, and then I'm going to talk about a community post that I had posted a couple days ago. So I am going to come back to the root canal in a little bit. But I wanted to wrap up what I was talking about earlier, and just the fact that I am currently in the middle of switching out my wardrobe. I do have a couple of things, a couple more new articles of clothing that I want to get, which means there will be a little bit more decluttering that I'll have to do with my clothes. I'm almost done completing my new wardrobe, but when I bring in a new article of clothing, I like to take one out to keep my wardrobe very minimal. So I do use that one in, one out rule, especially with clothing. I definitely have the least amount of clothes. Like I had stated earlier, my kids and my husband have a little bit more of a difficult time letting go of. They have a little bit of more of a difficult time letting go of not just clothing, just things in general, especially my husband. I would say that decluttering, out of everyone in the house, decluttering is definitely the hardest for him. And again, I don't make the final decisions on any of their stuff. I only make final decisions on my stuff. So anyway, I'm putting all of the clothes back. But the last thing that I wanted to say, which is really important too, is that, since being on this journey to minimalism, and again, I've said this 1,000 times before that I don't consider myself to be an extreme minimalist. I feel very comfortable as a moderate minimalist. That's just where I feel the most comfortable. I don't like labeling things, but if I had to, that's where I'm at, is a moderate minimalist. I will say that the less that I have, the more I appreciate what I have. And that to me is really, really important. I have noticed that the less I have, the more I appreciate it.
The entire left side of my face is numb. And my tongue is numb. And of course, why is it every time I have to go to the dentist, I get a zit by my mouth? This is a zit that I picked the crap out of. And of course, he's like, oh man, he doesn't say anything. He didn't care. It's like every time I go to the dentist, I break out on I get a zit on or around my mouth. Every time before I go to the dentist. It just drives me nuts. Every time. Anyway, I just got back from my root canal. It went amazing. It was such a piece of cake. Seriously, I gotta stop. I gotta stop freaking myself out before doing this, because honestly, it was fine. It was so fine. It went so good. So, but no more root canals. Yes. I'm done. No more. My mouth is looking good. My teeth, they're good. They're getting there. It's like finally. But yes, that makes me so happy. I don't want to do any more root canals. I think this was my 4th root canal. I'm not kidding. In my life still, but no more. So it's done. It's like after 12:30. I'm gonna kind of refreshen my face a little bit. Like, I don't know why, because this is gonna be like this for a while. Like, that's so funny. Seriously, I can't feel the entire left side of my face or my tongue. And you can tell this side's swollen because he did the root canal on this bottom one, not the molar, the one next to the molar. And I'm drooling. So anywho, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, doo-hoo. I'm almost done going through the clothes, but here's the deal. I'm gonna add more to today's video just because my tooth was bothering me and I was in full panic mode about this root canal, which I didn't need to be because it went fine. I kind of took my time with this video, and I know that it's gonna be, this video isn't gonna get out for a little bit. It's gonna be a big gap between my last video and this video that I really wanna jam pack this video with a lot. So I am actually going to incorporate cleaning in today's video because, you know, I put myself into a frenzy, a little bit of a tizzy, and I kind of let the house go, sorry. Ian's been out of town. Ian's gonna be out of town for a while. He has been traveling so much. And this isn't gonna last forever. You know what's funny? I wore his sweatshirt. I wore leggings, and I know I was dressing comfy for this root canal. I wore his sweatshirt to go for the root canal because it's comforting. I could have worn my big sweatshirt, but I wanted to wear his because it's comforting. Does anyone else do that? Ian's like my, I don't know. I don't like it. He's my safety. He's like my comfort. He's like, you know what I mean? I love that man so much. I am getting gushy. And he wasn't here on Valentine's Day. I seriously love that man so much. But like literally I will wear his stuff because it brings me comfort. Does anyone else do that, wear their husband's clothes to, like, do you do that? I don't know, I do that. So anyway, it helped. It was like a blankie. His sweatshirt's like my blankie. But anywho, I kind of, you know, with him being gone and everything and the kids with school and after school activities, like, and me trying to get, you know, all of this decluttering done, I did kind of let the house go a little bit. So I'm gonna pick up the house. Honestly, the house isn't really that bad, but it definitely, I want it picked up. I want it cleaned before the end of the night tonight. But there was something else I wanted to do. Oh, I want to restock. So there's quite a bit of stuff that I need to restock around the house that I ran out of or I'm low on. So I'm going to clean the house and I'm going to restock the house as well. So and then of course I'm going to show you everything we decluttered and the clothing progress. So right now I'm going to finish up with the clothes, decluttering the clothes, putting the clothes away, then we'll clean, then we'll do some restocking. And then I think we're going to call it a video. So I'm hoping that we pump in some more motivation. So let's get to it.
I am pretty much done with the clothes declutter. There were some clothes that were still, I think at this point in time, there was a load in the dryer and then I had one more load to do. I think all that was really left downstairs was some blankets and towels. By the end of this video, I had no laundry left. But again, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I did not go through towels, blankets, sheets, Ian's work clothes, stuff like that. So there were things that I didn't go through that we're going to go through in a future video. But as far as like the clothes, the bulk of the clothes, we've decluttered all of it. And again, at the end of today's video, I'm going to show you everything that we end up decluttering. But my closet is so bad. Ian and I's dresser here, our closet, like this dresser is shot. I don't know if I'm going to do another DIY on it, if I'm just going to, you know, get rid of it and get a new dresser, what we're going to do. But eventually in the very near future, after I'm done doing a makeover on my daughter's room, because the last video I made over my son's room, Again, I don't know if I said this earlier either. I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but it when his room turned out fantastic. He absolutely loves it. But the next makeover is going to be my daughter's room, and then after my daughter's room, the next makeover after that will be Ian and I's room. And in Ian and I's room, we are going to make over. We're going to focus a lot on that closet because it's awful. So the kids have a ton of space for their clothes. They have a ton of closet space, a ton of space for like in their dressers. It's Ian and I, we don't have any space. So I have to completely redo that closet, which I will be doing. I'm actually trying to figure out now how I'm going to go about doing that. But all of the clothes were put away. Um Whoa, man, I have so many notes here in front of me that I got to go over. But before I get into anything else, I did want to say that I posted a community post a couple of days ago just talking about this video and that it was going to come out soon. But I also talked about my root canal and that I had mentioned that after I had Zoe, my teeth sort of went downhill. And I actually received comments talking about how that does happen. So I appreciate all of your comments because I love and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love when you comment because I've learned the most from all of you. So I love reading your comments and it made me feel a lot better to know that that isn't I wasn't just, it wasn't just coincidence or I wasn't just guessing on that, that it does happen that after having children sometimes your oral health can decline. I'm actually in the process of looking up and researching oral health postpartum because I'm very interested in that because that did happen. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who comments. You will never know how much I love and appreciate you. Thank you. um but another important thing, by the way, I'm bagging all of this stuff up, all of these clothes, we're going to do DIYs out of. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Very important though. So I was love bombed last Friday. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon, who is also here on YouTube, her channel is called Leaf Like on a Tree. She mentioned me in her last video, and she love bombed me. And let me tell you, I felt the love. I felt the love. That was seriously, I cannot tell you how much that meant to me. That not only brightened up my entire day, that made my entire month. Um, it was just it was wonderful. It literally meant so much to me, and I just wanna say hi to anyone who is new, anyone who came from Shannon's channel over to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me, so thank you so much for commenting. I'm just so happy you're here with me. So thank you so much for being here. I would really love to love bomb Shannon back. So I would really appreciate it if you could head over to her channel, show her as much love as Shannon and her community have shown me. Just head over there, love bomb her back, comment, let her know that I sent you, and you're gonna love her as much as I do. So let's show her the love back. So I will have all of her information again linked in the description box below. So I decided to pack up all of my Valentine's Day decor. I didn't have a ton of it, so it didn't take me a super long time to pack all of this stuff up. It is nighttime. We're going to head into yet another day. I think it's day 4 we're going to be heading into, which I believe is our final day. It always takes me so long to film. That's because I have to jam pack as much as I possibly can into each and every video. But yeah, this is a nighttime clean with me. I got the kitchen done. The house isn't that bad, to be honest. The house really wasn't that bad. But I definitely wanted to get it picked up before I went to bed. So I got the kitchen done, the dining room done. I think those were the only 2 big areas I got done. And then I, of course, packed away all of the Valentine's Day decor. Um, my house looks really bare. I'm going to show you a really quick tour of the house at the end of today's video. I think we need to do some refreshes. Just because, not that I don't like it that minimal, I just feel like it's really, really bare. So I think we need to do some refreshes. But yeah, I did pack away all of the stuff. The beads, the Valentine's Day beads in the living room. They were beads that were on the coffee table. They did break. That is the second set of beads that have broken. I had beads that stayed on that coffee table. They were like everyday decor, not Valentine's Day decor. Those ones broke too. That I DIY'd into a Christmas beaded garland. For some reason, these beads, the beaded garland that I like to keep on my coffee table, keep breaking, because I won't. I will not mention a name. We will keep her unanimous. But someone in the house likes to play with my decor, and especially likes playing with the beaded garland and has broke them. So we're gonna do a DIY with that. um, but I did have to pack away some fall decor that I keep out all the way up until Valentine's Day. So this wooden tray here and the gold globes there, I put those out when I decorate for fall. They stay out all the way up until Valentine's Day, and then I pack those up I pack them away in the fall decor seasonal bin. So those are gonna go. And then that heart, I don't know if you seen the wood heart tray that I packed away as well. That I've kept out all last year because I love it so much. But this year, I think I decided to pack it away with the Valentine's Day decor because that wood tray is actually a Valentine's Day piece of decor. I just loved it so much, I kept it out. But I have another tray that I'm going to place in its place instead.
It's day 3. Are we on day 3? This is it. I'm wrapping it up. But actually cut up that one green dress. I cut it up because we're going to make placemats. So I have a bunch of these white napkins, cloth napkins that I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make placemats out of them. But they're just like, you know, we don't use these. So I was like, might as well do something fun with it. So we're gonna do a DIY. I'm gonna make a short out of it. And we're gonna make placemats, and I'm gonna make them really, we're gonna make spring, summer placemats since spring is right around the corner. I did take down all of my Valentine's Day decor. My house looks so bare right now because I haven't had seasonal holiday decor up since August. So my house looks really, really bare. It's kind of odd. It's kind of nice though. But anyway, I want to make spring placemats, and we're going to use this, and then we're going to use this green fabric from that dress. Really pretty. I think that's going to look really nice. And then these are an old pair of pants of Zoe's that they're not ripped, they're not torn, but they're very, very worn. And I just, you know, what I would like to do is use the flowers from her pants, which I think is gonna look really cool. We're gonna use these flowers from her pants, yeah, whatever. And we're gonna use all of this, and then I have one other fabric that I'm gonna use to make these placemats, and no sewing. We're not gonna do any sewing. I decided, because I'm gonna be making over Zoe's bedroom pretty soon, I am going to make out of this dress, how cute is this gonna be? A pillowcase cover. Check this out. Now this one I might have to sew, but how cute is this? And now obviously it's a little hard to see it fully, but how cute is this pillow gonna look when all of this is on there? And I might even use this for the back, so she can, you know what I mean? So she can flip which side she wants. She can have this side, or she can have this side.
Everything that's being placed in this basket are my painting clothes. So I do have clothes that are specifically for painting. So I just wanted to use that basket for those clothes. But in a moment here, I'm going to talk about some of the DIYs that I'm going to do with some clothing that I'm keeping because it's sentimental to me. And this was not my idea. This is a brilliant idea that I received from comments a while back. So I'm going to get into that in just a moment. Okay, I pretty much have everything
like done. There's one more load of laundry in my dryer. I don't remember what's in there. There's one more load in the dryer, and then the only laundry that I have left, is some blankets and some of Ian's work clothes. That's it. I think I have, well, some of the kids stuff too. There is some of the kids stuff that's dirty, and a couple of towels. But I mean, I'm down to like barely any laundry. It's pretty much all done. This stuff I gotta fold, and then this stuff, I was kind of going through it because this is all stuff that I'm keeping. I'm gonna ask Lucas about this shirt because I don't think this, oh yeah, that doesn't fit him anymore. I can tell, so that's gonna go.
This is the same day. It's just later in the day I changed my shirt. So I ended up folding all of the rest of the laundry that was sitting there. I went through anything else that I needed to declutter. There were a couple of things that I did declutter out of those baskets of laundry. But once I was done doing that, I had to run some errands. And then once I was done doing that, I came back home and I changed, and now I am cleaning the bathroom. So basically, the kitchen, the dining room, the living room. Uh, and then this bathroom was cleaned. The main hallways were clean. The bedrooms were already good because I cleaned the bedrooms before I put away any of the clothes because I wanted to make sure that the bedrooms were clean before I put clothes back away. So basically, the whole house is done. All of the clothes have been decluttered. The house is clean. It's looking good. And I wanted to really make sure that I did a good job getting the whole house in order and cleaned because I'm going to be doing a series pretty soon here, like very soon. It's going to be called Spring into Summer Deep Clean, Declutter, and Organize series. And we're going to do the whole house. So, now that spring is right around the corner, I want to do some serious deep cleaning for spring, some spring deep cleaning. We're going to be focusing more on deep cleaning and organizing versus anything else because, there'll always be decluttering, but my home is honestly, it's at a point right now where it's where I want it. I mean, grant, there are some areas that I still have to declutter. There's certain things, categories of stuff that I have way too much of, like sentimental stuff, blankets, throw blankets, miscellaneous stuff like that, that I still got to go through. The kids still have quite a lot of stuff that I got to go through. I have to help them go through. So there's always decluttering. Yes, there is some areas and categories of things that I still have way too much of, but for the most part, we're getting there. We're really getting there. We're getting to where my goals were. Like what I set my goals to be for um being more minimal. So if that made sense. But anyway, before I get into the clothes DIYs that I'm going to be doing here in the near future, I wanted to end the video restocking areas around the house. All of this stuff that was on the counter is all stuff that was accumulated to restock certain areas of the house. I do take inventory whenever I declutter. I also take inventory weekly, even if I'm not decluttering, just so I know what I'm low on, what I ran out of. And all of these things that were on the counter were all things that I was either out of or running low on. So I'm just, restocking areas of the kitchen, areas in the bathroom, areas in the dining room, and so forth. So, what else was I gonna say here? I'm also gonna end the video not doing a whole house tour, but just showing you certain areas of the house, specifically areas that I want to refresh. So I'll be ending the video with that, and then of course showing you everything that I decluttered. But while I'm restocking here, I did want to mention that a while back when I can't remember exactly when it was, but it was when I was going through sentimental stuff and I had found my mother-in-law's dress that she wore to Ian and I's wedding. And my father-in-law asked me if I wanted that dress. And I said yes, because my mother-in-law passed away years back, and that dress was something that was sentimental to me. It reminded me of her. It was something she wore on one of the best days of my life. So I wanted to keep that. The problem is that it's clothes like that, and then some of the dresses that you had seen in today's video, like that green dress that I wore years ago when I was in dance. Um, these things are just sitting. And a lot of times, you know, like clothing or paperwork, artwork, cards, stuff like that that is sentimental to us, unless I mean, and I don't even know if you can 100% guarantee, no matter how well you store these items, they can disintegrate over time. They can, start falling apart. Like, for example, there was things in my mom's closet when we decluttered her closet where she had held on to clothing and artwork type stuff that was literally disintegrating. And it's because it was years and years old and it just doesn't preserve. And I was, thinking about that with some of the stuff I have. And it's like, do I really want to keep all this stuff? Or should I just donate it, or should I upcycle it, repurpose it, do something else with it? Well, a long time ago when I showed my mother-in-law's dress in a previous decluttering video, I received comments, which by the way, thank you to all of you who had commented on this and brought this brilliant idea up to me. Thank you so much, because it really is a brilliant idea, is taking clothing and turning it into like blankets or throw pillowcase covers and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I just have to actually do it. I have to give myself an expiration date on these things, because if I don't, then they'll just sit. So I am gonna make some blankets and some throw pillowcase covers. Oh gosh. uh, with some of the clothing that is sentimental to me. I am actually going to do that. And if I don't, by the expiration dates that I have placed on these articles of clothing, if I don't make anything, do DIYs out of them, then I am gonna donate them. Um, where am I now? Where am I? Still restocking the kitchen. Oh, there were some organizing bins that that I'm accumulating for the kitchen, because when I do that spring into summer uh deep clean, declutter and organize series, we're gonna do the kitchen again, because I deep clean, declutter and organize the entire kitchen every 6 months, because I have to, because organizing is something that I'm not very good at, and that's something that I'm trying to work really hard on being better at, and I really want to focus on organization. So I'm slowly saving up for organizing materials for the kitchen. And that's what those bins were, those acrylic bins, which I got from the Dollar Tree. One of the best buys I've ever gotten from the Dollar Tree, by the way. And then I also had some notepads there that I got from the Dollar Tree, which I really like. They're like sticky notes in those little colorful boxes. I put one of those by the front of the door where we put our keys so we can write notes, which I thought was kind of cool. I just wanted to mention that too. And I also picked up some fabric softener. I don't like fabric softener. I've never really used it before. And I don't use it on my towels, because I've heard that fabric softener on towels, it doesn't, your towels are supposed to absorb moisture. And when you use fabric softener, because there's like a film that gets stuck on the towels, the towels don't absorb moisture like they're supposed to. So I don't really I never really used fabric softener. I didn't really like it up until recently. I bought like a little teeny bottle which lasted me forever. Um, and I use it sparingly, like periodically on certain things, mainly Ian's work clothes, but I just don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm trying to find an alternative to fabric softener without, because I want my clothes to be soft and smell nice without using fabric softener, but I just don't know what to substitute it. So if you know of anything, let me know, because I'm not a super big fan of fabric softener, but I did pick up a couple of those and I restocked downstairs in my laundry room. I probably should play some music, but I rarely ever play music because I enjoy talking too much. I also forgot to show the kitchen when I was right after I was done cleaning it. The night that I had cleaned the kitchen, this was I think the next day. So I was done in the kitchen. That didn't make sense. I'm making this more complicated than it needs to be. But that 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 footage of the kitchen was I think the day after I cleaned it, the night after I cleaned it. So I just wanted to mention that. I That was the future. I over explain things so much. It's so ridiculous and I make it so much more complicated than it needs to be. But anyway, I also wanted to restock some things in the cabinets in the dining room. Those cabinets store a lot of arts and crafts stuff, worksheets, worksheet books, stuff like that. Play-Doh, paint, games, things like that. We're gonna reorganize. I got to declutter, reorganize that entire area in the series that will be coming up. But my daughter's favorite thing to do is draw. She has a bunch of these sketch pads. She used them all up. Like the sketch pads were completely full. So I had to recycle those. I had to get her some new sketch pads, some new colored pencils. So I restocked that area. And then I had to restock the bathroom as well. I was out of paper towels, Kleenex, tea light candles, stuff like that. So I was running low on hand soap. I do store most all of the hand soap for all around the house in here. So that's why there's so many hand soaps, because those those hand soaps are for, the Four Season, the bathrooms, the kitchen, and so forth. So we are at the end of today's video, very long and chatty video. I'm going to end it showing you some areas around the house, not a full house tour, but just some areas that the areas that I want to refresh.
This is where I keep most of my blankets, my throw blankets in here. The knob on that fell off. I have to fix that. But I also keep comforters and extra blankets in the bottom shelf in the bathroom. But I'm trying to find, here's the Valentine's Day one, Christmas ones. I got an Easter one. I don't think the one I'm looking for is in here. Now I know it's a little soon to be taking out. You know what? I was gonna take out my spring one, but I think what I'm gonna do, I know which two I'm gonna use. Hold on. We're gonna use this one and this one. I think that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna give you a really quick home tour here just to show you everything. It is very minimal. I did put the one throw here. I put the other throw over there. It's very bare. It's a little bit more bare than I want it to be. I mean, again, I know I've said this 1,000 times before. I say this all the time. I consider myself to be a moderate minimalist, but I think that it being this minimal is, don't look on this side because this is where all the clothes are. I'm going to show you all that. To me, this is very peaceful. It's very relaxing. This is calming to not have a bunch of stuff out. I do, however, think that we need to do a little bit of a refresh in the living room, dining room, and Four Season, because it is so bare and there's things kind of just all over the place. Like I need to move that mirror back into my bedroom for whatever reason, maybe change of scenery. I decided to put that out here and do my makeup out here, but I know it's odd. Now, this vase, when I don't decorate for the holidays and seasons, stays here. Although I had it up on the mantle for a really long time. That mantle is not staying like that. I just kind of threw stuff up there. There's a lot of bit of everything kind of scattered around in there that just doesn't make sense. So I'm working on these two. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to this one because this one has been such a pain in the butt to make over, but that's going to go in the main hallway. This is everything we're getting rid of. That's a lot. So this is the kids and I. That's our stuff. That's all of our clothes. I did decide to get rid of this flannel shirt. It's going. I'm never going to wear it. But this is, I do have to get it. Lucas is upset about this shirt. It doesn't fit anymore, so I got him a new one that's the exact same style. It's just a bigger size. That's his favorite shirt. So he's like, I don't want to get rid of it. I was like, it doesn't fit. I'm like, they have another one on Amazon. I'll just get, so I got him a new one that's a bigger size. But yeah, this is the kids and I's clothes that's going, filled up a full box. And then this is Ian's clothes that is going, almost filled up the whole box. Got it halfway. I shouldn't say this is all stuff that's going, because this is going to the cabin. So this box is leaving here, but it's going to the cabin. Now, that may look like a lot, but here's the thing. We are going to the cabin in the next couple of months. When we go there, I am going to declutter all of the stuff that's there. there is clothes there, probably about 2 bins worth. I bet you any money, at least a bin that is going to leave. This is going to replace that bin. That bin that's up there, and I'm just using a bin as an example. I'm not exactly sure how much is going to leave. I'm assuming there's probably about a bin's worth of clothes that's going to leave and be donated, because I think a lot of that stuff up there, you know, a lot of it's from last year or the year before. It doesn't fit anymore. The kids have grown out of, or it's ripped, or, you know, whatever, it's worn. It's got to go. So this is going to replace what is going to be removed from the cabin, but that is leaving the house. This is all stuff that is going to be used for rags. This is all clothes that is not donatable. Also, there were some towels that are really stained, and I'm going to also use as rags. This box here, which I accidentally stepped on, I got to get a new box for my mom, or a bag. This is my mom's clothes that's going back to her. These are painting clothes that I just put in this little bin. And these 2 items are 2 that have an expiration date on them. If I do not wear these 2 in the next 6 months, I'm getting rid of them. Those are my maybe clothes. So that is it for the clothes declutter. I think that we did a very good job getting rid of quite a bit. And I made room for, you know, some of my, you know, made room for some new stuff that I absolutely love, that, you know, I put a lot of time and attention into before purchasing. And I just made room for stuff that we're actually wearing. So haven't gone through the towels or blankets and stuff like that, but we will get to that in a future video. Anyway, yes, am I missing anything? I don't think I'm missing anything, but if I always say that. I know that there's a bunch of stuff that I'm forgetting to say, but there's always the next one. Anyway, love and appreciate you so much. Big thank you to Shannon again, and all of you over on Shannon's channel who came over to say hi to me, and I love and appreciate all of you for being here with me. I'm very grateful for you. And that is it. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.